Get ready for a glimpse into the future of gaming. The wait is over. The data is in. If 2025 was the year of the comeback, 2026 is the year of the Titans. We are looking at a calendar stacked with the kind of games that define entire console generations. We have the return of the world's most famous spy, a trip back, allegedly, to Hammerfell, and, finally, the open-world crime epic that has been a decade in the making. I'm Alex, and this is your mission briefing for the next 12 months. I've filtered out the noise and locked onto the 10 biggest signals coming from the industry. We have exact release dates, gameplay analysis, and threat assessments for the biggest software dropping this year. This is the top 10 upcoming games of 2026. Initiate the countdown. Kicking off our list at number 10, we have the resurrection of British fantasy. Fable. Playground Games, the masters behind Forza Horizon, have finally stepped out of the car and into the RPG. This isn't your typical save-the-world high fantasy. It's satire, it's dark humor, it's choices that actually matter. The intel suggests a return to the franchise's roots. Will you be a benevolent hero or a tyrant? The visuals are pushing the Xbox Series X to its absolute limit, with lighting effects that make Albion feel more like a simulation than a game. It's been a long slumber for this franchise, but in 2026, the hero finally wakes up. Coming in at number 9, mark your calendars for September 9th. Phantom Blade Zero. If Sekiro and Devil May Cry had a child raised on Kung Fu movies, this would be it. We've been tracking this Kung Fu Punk title since its reveal, and the combat data is off the charts. It's not just about parrying, it's about flow. The developer, S-Game, has created a semi-open world that feels handcrafted for speedrunners and action purists. With a confirmed release date of September 9th, 2026, this is the sleeper hit that could steal Game of the Year from the Western giants. Number 8 hits us on March 19th, Crimson Desert. For years, we thought this game was vaporware. It looked too good to be true, but the protocol confirms. It is real, and it is massive. Pearl Abyss has built an engine that handles everything, from castle sieges with hundreds of NPCs to intimate 1v1 duels that feel like a fighting game. It's a single-player epic set in the Black Desert universe, but completely standalone. You play as Cliff, leading a band of mercenaries through a continent torn by war. If you need an RPG to sink 100 hours into before the summer rush, this is your target. Number 7. The mystery is solved on April 24th. Pragmata. Capcom announced this years ago, then went silent. Now we know why. They were building something strange. Set on a dystopian lunar colony, Pragmata is a sci-fi action-adventure that defies logic. You fight in zero gravity. You protect a mysterious child named Diana, who can hack reality. The vibes are very Hideo Kojima, but with that tight, responsive Capcom action engine we love. It's weird, it's beautiful, and it's finally launching this spring. At number 6, we are going back to the beginning. Gears of War E-Day. The franchise had drifted into colorful action movie territory. E-Day drags it back into the horror. This is the origin story of Marcus Fenix and Dom Santiago. No orbital lasers, no robot assistants. Just two brothers fighting for survival on the day the world ended. The Coalition has rebuilt the Mad World atmosphere from the ground up in Unreal Engine 6. It looks gritty, heavy, and absolutely terrifying. It's the tactical reset the series needed. Breaking into the top 5 on May 27th. The name is Bond. 007 First Light. IO Interactive, the minds behind the modern Hitman trilogy, have been given the keys to the Aston Martin. This is an origin story. You play as a young James Bond, earning his 00 status. The gameplay is a mix of social stealth, gadgetry, and tactical espionage. Unlike Hitman, it's more linear and narrative-driven, but it retains that sandbox freedom to solve problems your way. Do you shoot your way out or talk your way through? In May, you make the call. Number 4. The first major flagship of the year, dropping February 27th. Resident Evil Requiem. Capcom is relentless. This is the 9th mainline entry, and the rumors were true. Leon S. Kennedy returns. Set on a secluded island in the Southeast Asian Sea, Requiem leans into folk horror, similar to Village, but with a focus on hallucinations and sanity. The RE engine has been upgraded again, delivering photorealistic gore and lighting that will make you afraid to turn off the lights. It's coming to PS5, Series 10, and yes, even the Switch 2. The bronze medal goes to Marvel's Wolverine, coming fall 2026. Insomniac Games proved they understand Spider-Man. Now, they are taking the safety gloves off. This is a mature, M-rated game. It is violent, visceral, and tragic. The combat focuses on Logan's healing factor. You can take damage that would kill any other protagonist, but you have to keep pushing forward to regenerate. It's a darker corner of the Marvel Universe, and it looks like the ultimate power fantasy for X-Men fans. Our runner-up at number 2 is the title we have been waiting for since 2011, The Elder Scrolls VI. It is listed as extremely anticipated for late 2026, and for good reason. Bethesda knows they have to deliver. After Starfield, the pressure is on. The intel suggests a setting in Hammerfell, with a focus on political faction systems and a dynamic war mechanic that changes the borders of the map as you play. It's the ultimate fantasy sandbox, finally realized on next-gen hardware. We expect this to consume our lives for the next decade. And finally, the most anticipated game of 2026, the Alpha Target. Rank 1, Grand Theft Auto 6, target date, November 19th, 2026. This isn't just a game, it's a cultural event. Rockstar is taking us back to Leonida, Florida, and the scale is unprecedented. The dual protagonist dynamic between Lucia and Jason promises a Bonnie and Clyde narrative that balances romance with absolute criminal chaos. The simulation detail, from the weather systems to the viral social media ecosystem within the game, is light years ahead of anything else on the market. When this drops in November, the rest of the industry will simply stop. That is the dossier for 2026. From the streets of Vice City to the wilds of Hammerfell, the protocol is locked and loaded. But I want to know your priority target. Are you day one for GTA 6, or are you more hyped for the return of Snake? I mean 007? Drop your top pick in the comments. And remember, for the most accurate gaming intel on YouTube, you are already in the right place.